Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at my EDC bag. Now this is the bag that I EDC to work, so this is strictly my work bag. I have a separate bag that I EDC when I'm not going to work. It's a little bit smaller just because I don't need some of the stuff that I have in here. So this bag basically has what I would want to have with me at work. Normally this goes in the car with me. When I get out, I bring it into the office. It sits underneath my desk, and if I need something from it, I can go ahead and reach into it and go ahead and use it. Now this particular bag is from Vanquest, and this is the Envoy 13 messenger bag in wolf gray. Now this bag is available in other sizes, so this is the smallest size that they make it in, and it's also available in a couple of different colors as well. I like the wolf gray because it's very unassuming. It doesn't scream tactical for the most part. And in an office environment, you can get away with bringing it in and out, and nobody's gonna be questioning it. Now, obviously, I have a couple morale patches in the front because it does have an area to put those in. I'm not really hiding the fact that I'm a tactical person while I'm at work. Pretty much all my coworkers know that. So I'm fine with it. But again, if you didn't want to put the patches on the front, you can go ahead and just remove them, and just be an empty area of Velcro right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the bag and kind of show you some of the different pockets and the different accessories that come with it, and then also some of the things that I have inside the bag. But I'm not going to focus so much on the content of the bag, just how it allows me to carry those particular items. And just before we get started, I wanted to mention I've actually been carrying this bag for a little over a year, pretty much every day, back and forth when I go to work, and I just love it. I used to carry the bigger version of this bag before, and I used to like carrying that as well, but it was a little bit big, and because it has so much more room, it caused me to actually carry more items. So when I heard that they were coming out with a smaller version and with some upgraded features, I quickly jumped on it, and I'm glad I was able to get this one. So just at the front right here, again, I mentioned you do have a rather large area, so you can put some morale patches or anything like that. And then at the bottom there, you do have the Vanquest logo. And then you have a little bit of a Hypalon fabric right there, if you want to hang something from there or anything like that. Then on the again, this is a messenger bag, so on what you would call the flap, the top flap of the bag here, on the outside you do have two pockets, which are really good. These are perfect for just quick grab items. So on one side I just have like some medication, like headache medication, stomach medication, things like that, some feel-good stuff, maybe some chapstick, some eye drops. Just one side I know it's kind of more of the medication side, and then on the other side it's just quick grab items like headphones. I have a couple of just like these the headphones from Apple, and then like a flash drive. So this is more of kind of peripherals and technical pocket in there. So again, these are perfect grab pockets. They go all the way down on both sides, and they are separate. So if you want to go ahead and separate them, you can do that. But this is the perfect spot for like your keys, if you want to put your cell phone in there, your wallet, just something that you're going to need to grab really quickly. Alright, taking a look at the side, here you have a water bottle pocket. What I like about it is that it's nice and compact. It's close to the bag, so if you're not using it, it's not going to be flapping around or anything like that. But if you do need it, you have your Spartan zipper pulls here that you can go ahead and zip down, and then it opens out, and you can put your water bottle in there, and then it has the little bungee cord here that you can go ahead and use it to secure around. And then if you want to put any type of pouches, you do have some molly webbing right here that you can go ahead and attach some extra pouches. This is also the portion where the strap here attaches to the bag. It's Velcro, so if you want to remove it, you can go ahead and do that if you didn't want to use it. And then turning it around to the other side, you have the same exact pocket here. As you guys can see, I just have a small umbrella right in there. Again, this is perfect. It fits right in there, even though the zipper is all zipped up. And if I need it, it's on the outside of the bag, I can go ahead and use it. Now taking a look at the back of the bag, you do have a section here that a waist strap attaches to it. So if you're going to be riding like a motorcycle or bike or something like that, and you need the bag to be more secure to your body, you can go ahead and do that. It is removable. I went ahead and removed it because I don't need it, but if you do need it, it does come with the bag. You also have a pass-through right here, so if you want to use this, you know, and attach it to like a carry-on bag or something like that, or a bag, you can slide the handle through there, and then the bag will slide right on into it, and you can go ahead and have it be secure there. Now, one thing that I really like that Vanquest does is they're pretty innovative with how they use the space all around the bag. What I mean by that is this portion right here. As I mentioned, this is where you would slide the handle from like a carry-on luggage or something like that. Most bags is just going to be a piece of fabric right in there. What Vanquest did is they acknowledged the fact that this is an area that can be used for something, so they actually added a zipper pocket right here, which is really cool. And then just what I have in there is a battery bank with the cables. Again, it's something that I use quite often, so I wanted that to be accessible, and this is the perfect spot for that because it's right there. I can get it whenever I need it without having to go into the bag and kind of rummage through whatever I have in there. Alright, we're going to start getting into the inside of some of these pockets now. I'm still working on the back right here. You do have the two zippers here, which is cool because you can bring them to one side or the other, or leave them right in the middle, how I've done. This pocket opens up, and then you see that high-vis orange interior here, which is really nice. It allows you to see basically everything that you have in there. Now, this portion right here is actually lined, so you can attach you know, any type of hook and loop, so Velcro, so if you have any pouches or anything like that. This is a perfect spot for a CCW. So if you wanted to carry a concealed weapon in here, you can go ahead and attach a holster in there, maybe some extra magazine carriers or whatnot, and then you can have that right close to your body, and then you can just reach in there and get it whenever you need it. Now, all I have in here is a notebook. This is just pretty much the notebook that I use whenever I go to meetings and stuff like that. So I like the fact that it's available right there, again, without having to go all the way into the bag to get it. And then I just zip it up, and I leave the zippers here in the middle. Again, these Spartan zipper pulls are awesome. They're nice and wide. The zippers run really nice. And then this section also locks, which is really good. So if you have something in there that you don't want people to get into it, you can go ahead and throw a lock in there, and you're good to go. Alright, taking a look at the carry strap here, it is nice and wide, which is really nice. It's very comfortable, and then you have this portion right here, which is padded. So it's very, very comfortable. It has Velcro, so you can take it off if you wanted to, and then you can go ahead and adjust it. So if you just want to wear it over one shoulder, or if you want to wear it crossbody or something like that, you can go ahead and do that very easily. Again, very, very comfortable. Now, taking a look at the top of the bag right here, you actually have two very thick and padded grab handles. I like the fact that they did the two grab handles primarily because you do have a zipper right at the top of the bag here, which is great because it allows you to get into the bag without having to actually open up the bag if you didn't want to. So if you have quick grab items right at the top, you can go ahead and do that. So obviously, you know, they could have just done like one handle on one side, but I felt that that would have probably made the bag a little bit lopsided as far as like when you pick it up, it would, you know, favor it to one side or the other. So I like the fact that they did it on both sides. That way, if you hold it on this side or you hold it on that side, or if you hold both of them, you can go ahead and do it. Again, it's nice, thick padding. It's almost like neoprene material, so it's very, very comfortable when you hold on to it. And let me tell you, I use this all the time. As I'm grabbing it out of the car, I'll grab onto one of the handles or both of them, and they're nice and stitched, so it's both box and cross stitched. So you definitely know that these handles will be able to handle whatever the load that you have in the bag without giving way. Alright, I mentioned the zipper in the back and the top right here. Again, this is perfect because a lot of times, you know, I just kind of have to get into the bag real quick and just grab a quick item or something like that, and I don't want to go through unbuckling the bag and getting into it or anything like that. So I like the fact that they included that zipper on the top. It kind of rides both ways, so if you want to have it on one side or the other, you can do that. And then just get into them. You do have the Spartan zipper pulls, nice and wide. Very easy to just put your finger in there and zip it open without having to fumble with small little zipper pulls like some of the other competitors do. All right, before we get into the main compartment, I just kind of want to show you guys the bottom of the bag here. So you do have these straps that hold the bag closed. Now you are able to kind of let out some of the slack here, and if you wanted to carry something on the bottom here like a tripod or a larger umbrella or something like that, you can go ahead and do that by giving yourself more slack. If not, as you guys can see here, I went ahead and secured the slack because I want to keep it this way, and then they have the hook and loop or the Velcro closure here that allows you not to have those straps kind of hanging down all over the place. It secures it, makes it look more nice and neat. Then you have the large buckles here, which are really awesome. Again, they're Vanquest branded there, and they allow you to just get in and gain access to the bag. But before you do that, there is Velcro right there. So even if you wanted to unbuckle these, the top flap is not going to come open because you do have the Velcro closure there. Alright, with the two buckles unbuckled, now all you have to do is just pull on the top flap here, and again, it's nice and secure. As you guys see there, you do have a big Velcro area here that'll allow you to, if you have bigger items or something like that and you need to have the top flap kind of higher, you can go ahead and do that, and it'll still be nice and secure. And then if you leave the slack out of the buckles here, you can bring those up to meet the buckles on the flap. Alright, with that flap open, you gain access to this kind of admin area right here in the front. Again, I love how Vanquest takes advantage of all the space that's offered here. So you have, a lot of different area that you can distribute your gear, and making sure that you know where everything is and when you have to get to it and stuff like that. So you have 3 pen slots right here. I just have a couple pens here, a couple pens here, and then some screwdrivers there, both Phillips, flatheads, and Torque. So depending on what I need to do, I have those available for me, and they're right here in the front. And you have a pocket right here that's secured via Velcro. It kind of goes from the top here all the way down. Don't have anything in the pocket. I just have a kind of little backup knife right there, and that's just in case something happens to my EDC knife. I have a backup knife that I can go ahead and use. Then behind that you have a zipper pocket. Again, it's that orange color interior there. In there I just have some combat wipes. Again, if I need to wipe myself down or something like that, I have the ability to do that. And then you have that orange color right in there, which makes whatever you have in there very easy to see. It's a kind of narrow pocket, but it goes all the way down, so that's perfect for small notebooks or things like that, or as you guys saw, those combat wipes. And on this side, you just have a large pocket here. As you guys see, I have my blood type here, A positive. So the reason I have that there is just to kind of remind me that I do have a little backup kind of boo-boo kit in here with some bandages and things like that. And again, you'll see that I do have redundancy in this bag. So I do have a first aid kit inside the bag, a little bit larger one, but that one's there just in case I end up using the larger one and I either use it all up or I lose it or something like that. I still have some of the bare necessities with me there. And again, I have that patch there to kind of remind me that that's where the medical is. And if I had to tell somebody, hey, go in my bag, go in the pocket that has the A positive on there, and you can find some bandages or prep pads or something like that, it'll be easier to locate. Alright, now taking a look at some of the more internal pockets of the bag. Starting right up here, you do have a pocket that kind of runs the whole length of the bag right there. This is lined with that hook and loop material also, so if you wanted to put other organizers or admins or some admin pockets or whatnot, or magazine pockets, some extra mags, whatnot, you can go ahead and put them in there. I don't have anything right now. I don't like to carry the bag fully stuffed. Again, if I do end up picking something up at work or something like that, I want to have enough room to be able to put that in there. Now, this pocket is also lockable with the zippers there, so if you wanted to put something important and lock it up, you can go ahead and do that. And the zippers do go either way. So again, this is perfect. If you're left-handed or right-handed, it'll definitely get you covered. Alright, taking a look at the main compartment now. As you guys see, I just have 2 larger items. The first one is just an first aid kit here. Again, this is 1 to 4 people. I'm not going to go into the kit itself, but this is just a bag that you can pretty much pick up anywhere. And then what I did is I just kind of used some of the items that come in there, but kind of built my own personal first aid kit around that. So that's there. And then I also have this bag here. I've actually done a review on this case. It's called Uppercase, and this is just my electronic case, so it has all my chargers and cables and everything that I would need, again, on a daily basis while I'm at work. I won't go into that because I've done a video on that as well. Now, you do have a quite big area there. As you guys saw, those two items were kind of just sitting right in the top there. They are larger items, and again, this is a 13-inch bag, but for the most part, it's exactly what I would need to carry to work on a daily basis. If you look down there, there's just one more item, and that's just a little tripod here that I have in case I want to use my phone to film something or record something. I can go ahead and do that. So that's down at the bottom there, and that's pretty much it. Now, the whole area of the bag inside is actually lined in that kind of hook and loop material. So if you do want to attach some pouches or anything like that, kind of like I've done here on the side, I'll actually attach one of Vanquest's double mag pouches, and I just use it to carry a backup flashlight right there, and then a multi-tool there. So that's a Leatherman Wingman, and then just a backup flashlight there. So I have that available inside. Again, if something were to happen to my EDC flashlights, or if I needed a multi-tool, I can go ahead and use that one. I don't use it that often, that's why it's on the inside of the bag, but if I needed it, it's right there. Now, besides that, you have a pocket in the back here, which is really nice. It's nice and deep. And again, the front is kind of lined in that hook and loop material, but the inside is not. So whatever you have in there will slide very nicely. So you have one on this side and one on this side. I just have my little Victorinox knife sharpener attached right there, nothing else there. And then on this side, I just have some Listerine tabs here, so to keep your breath nice and fresh. And then I just have a little makeshift kind of sewing kit in case something were to happen to my clothes or something like that. I can go ahead and take care of that at work. Then besides that, in the back here, you do have a padded laptop / tablet sleeve. Now again, this is a 13-inch bag, so it should be able to accommodate laptops up to 13 inches, but it just depends on how much stuff you put into it. I just have my iPad right back there, and it fits perfectly. It's nice and padded on the back and in the front, and then you have this little closure here that allows you to make sure that it's secure and it's not going around anywhere. Now, I don't know if you guys can see right here, but it does have these two little areas on the side. Now, this is perfect for when you close the top, the lid of the bag. It allows for, you know, to give it a little bit more security as far as like dust or light rain or anything like that to coming in on the sides. Now, the last portion of the bag, I want to go ahead and turn it around so you guys can see it, is you do have these other two pockets here. They're Velcro closure pockets. Again, the inside is still looped or lined in that hook and loop material, so if you want to attach pouches to there, you can go ahead and do that. If not, getting into these pockets here, you do have one on each side. I just have some spare batteries and some 550 cord right there. And then on the other side here, I just have a backup pair of sunglasses and a backup pair of prescription glasses in case I need them. And those are nice and secure right in there, and they're good to go. Alright guys, so there it is. That was a quick look at my EDC work bag. Again, this is the bag that I take with me to work every single day because it has all the items that I would need with me while I'm at work. This is the Envoy 13 messenger bag from Vanquest and the wolf gray color. Now I think if you saw the way that I have everything laid out here, and it's something that you know, very similar to kind of like what you're carrying. You want something that it's going to allow you to carry all your gear and still not look overly tactical. You want to, you know, maybe you're in an office setting and you want to keep a low profile. I think this is perfect, especially if you're maybe walking around downtown or walking somewhere to get to work and, you know, you don't want people to assume anything. I think this bag, for the most part, has everything that you would need inside and outside to be able to carry all your gear and still keep a really nice low profile. So what I'll do is I'll leave a link below to the Vanquest site in case you guys are interested in checking it out. Again, this is the 13-inch model. They have a 15-inch and a 17-inch model available in case you guys are interested in something a little bit bigger. If not, this size is perfect. Like I said, I kind of put it underneath the desk at work and it's out of the way, and then when I need it, I can just reach right into it, especially with all the thought process that went behind there, you know, taking all the space available on the bag and either putting a pocket or a zipper or somewhere that is going to allow you to use it to the best of your ability. I think Vanquest does a really good job at that with all of their bags. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.